Hello and welcome to today's episode. I'm Lily, and I'm so glad you're here because today we're diving deep into one of the most powerful and underrated methods for improving your English speaking skills, shadowing. If you've ever wondered how some people develop such a natural rhythm and pronunciation in English, even when they're not living in an English-speaking country, the secret may very well be shadowing. And today, I'll not only explain how it works, but I'll walk you through it step by step and show you how to include it in your daily routine, even if you only have 10 minutes a day. Let's start with the basics. Shadowing is a language learning technique where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say in real time, almost like you're echoing them. It may sound simple, but the effect it has on your pronunciation, your rhythm, your tone, and even your confidence is truly transformative. Unlike passive listening, where your brain takes in the sounds and meanings, shadowing is active. Your mouth, ears, and brain all work together at once. It's like turning your daily listening into a workout for your mouth and mind. Now I know what you might be thinking. That sounds difficult or maybe even frustrating at first. And yes, the first few times can feel a bit clumsy. You might stumble over words, or fall behind the speaker. That's completely normal. The goal of shadowing is not perfection on the first try. It's about building the muscle memory of natural English speech. Think about it. Athletes don't train once and expect to win championships. Musicians don't play a song once and master it. Shadowing is your speaking practice, without needing a partner. So how do you start? First, choose the right material. Look for short audio or video clips spoken by native English speakers, podcasts, interviews, or even movie scenes. Choose something that's clear and not too fast. At the beginning, it's best to pick topics you're interested in so that you stay motivated. For example, if you enjoy travel, pick a travel vlog. If you like cooking, choose a cooking show. Content you enjoy makes shadowing much more enjoyable. Once you've chosen your material, listen to it once fully, just to get the overall meaning. Then play it again, this time sentence by sentence, and repeat after the speaker. Try to match their intonation, pronunciation, and speed. Don't focus too much on understanding every word. Focus more on how the words are said. Over time, your pronunciation and fluency will start to mirror what you hear. One of the key advantages of shadowing is that it helps you absorb the natural flow of the language. You stop translating in your head. You stop thinking of grammar rules while speaking. Instead, your responses become automatic, because you've heard and repeated real-life English structures so many times, they've become part of you. And don't worry about making mistakes during shadowing. In fact, mistakes are part of the process. If you stumble, just replay the clip and try again. Every repetition helps you get closer to fluency. Shadowing is not about memorizing, it's about imitating with understanding. Over time, you'll notice your accent getting softer, your words flowing more smoothly, and your confidence rising. Many learners find it helpful to record themselves while shadowing. This is a great way to compare your pronunciation with the native speaker's version. At first, you might feel awkward hearing your own voice, but it's actually one of the best feedback tools you can use. You'll start to notice small differences and make adjustments naturally. It's like watching a replay of your performance and learning from it. As we move forward in this episode, I'll guide you through some advanced ways to use shadowing more effectively, how to adapt it to your learning style, and how to stay consistent even on busy days. Because remember, shadowing is not just a method, it's a habit. A habit that can completely change how you speak English. Welcome back. In the first part, we talked about what shadowing is and how to get started. Now let's go a little deeper into how you can improve your results, avoid common mistakes, and stay motivated, especially when shadowing feels repetitive or challenging. So, here's one of the most important things to understand. Shadowing works best when it's consistent and intentional. That means even if you do it for just 5 or 10 minutes a day, if you do it every day, it adds up. It's like exercising a little bit each morning. Your voice muscles, your listening skills, your accent, all of them get stronger together. Let's talk about levels now. If you're a beginner, it's totally okay to slow down the audio. Most apps or websites allow you to reduce the speed to 75% or even 50%. That way, you can still follow along without feeling overwhelmed. Over time, as your listening improves, you can increase the speed and challenge yourself more. Now for intermediate learners, the next step is to use shadowing with more natural, unscripted content, like interviews or conversations. These give you exposure to the way people really talk, including fillers like, you know, and casual expressions. Shadowing these helps you sound more natural and conversational, not like you're reading from a textbook. And for advanced learners, I recommend something really powerful: blind shadowing. This is where you shadow without even looking at the transcript. You just listen and repeat. It trains your ear to catch meaning quickly, and it helps develop your reaction time, so you don't pause and search for words when you're in a real conversation. If you want to challenge yourself even more, try shadowing while walking, or doing something light. It builds your multitasking ability, just like in real life when you're talking while doing something else. Another great tip is to choose a shadowing buddy. It doesn't have to be a real person. It could be your favorite actor, YouTuber, or podcast host. Someone whose voice and accent you admire. Try to shadow their content regularly. Over time, you'll notice your tone, pronunciation, and speaking style becoming more polished, more like theirs. Now, let's talk about common mistakes to avoid. First, don't worry about understanding every single word. Remember, shadowing is not a vocabulary test. It's about rhythm, intonation, and fluency. If you miss a few words, it's okay. Keep the flow going. Second, don't try to shadow content that's way above your level. If the speaker is too fast or uses complex vocabulary, it will just frustrate you. Find content that challenges you just enough to keep learning without feeling discouraged. Third, don't overthink your pronunciation. Many learners freeze because they're afraid of sounding wrong, but the only way to sound better is to keep speaking. Even if your voice shakes, even if it's not perfect, the more you practice shadowing, the more natural you'll sound. And here's something to remember when it gets tough. Even native speakers practice their speaking skills. Actors, radio hosts, public speakers, they rehearse all the time. So if you feel like you're repeating things over and over, that's not a bad thing. That's how fluency is built. So now you might be asking, how do I stay motivated every day? Here's what helped me and many learners I've worked with. Make it part of your daily routine. Just like brushing your teeth or drinking coffee. Do your shadowing session after breakfast, or right before bed, or during your commute. Link it to something you already do every day. Also, track your progress. Keep a short voice journal. Record yourself once a week, reading the same paragraph. After a month, go back and compare the recordings. You'll hear real progress. That's one of the most motivating feelings in language learning. We'll go even further in the final part of this episode, where I'll guide you through a live shadowing session and give you practical ideas to make it fun, creative, and part of your lifestyle. Now it's time to put everything into practice. If you're in a quiet place and ready, we're going to do a short live shadowing practice session together. Don't worry if you can't repeat perfectly, just do your best and keep going. That's what matters most in language learning. Let's begin with a simple daily sentence. I'll say it first, then I'll pause and give you time to repeat after me. Ready? I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning and start my day with a hot cup of coffee. Your turn. Now let's try another one. Learning English takes time, but if I practice every day, I will improve. Your turn. Great. Now we'll go a bit longer. Try to match my rhythm and tone. Sometimes I don't feel confident speaking English, but I remind myself that every mistake is part of learning. Your turn. How does that feel? Even if you couldn't say it perfectly, you're already making progress. Shadowing is about getting used to speaking naturally. You are training your brain and your tongue to work together. Now here's how you can build your own shadowing routine. Step 1. Choose your source. It could be this podcast, a short English video, or even an English movie scene. Step 2. Listen once to understand the meaning. Step 3. Listen again, and pause after each sentence. Repeat immediately, trying to match the speaker's tone and rhythm. Step 4. Record yourself. Listen back and notice what's improving and where you need more focus. Here's a useful tip. Don't just shadow when sitting at a desk. Try shadowing while walking or doing chores. It makes the process more natural and enjoyable, and it simulates real-life situations. Now let's finish with one final sentence. This one is for you to repeat with confidence. I'm proud of myself for learning English, and I will keep going one step at a time. Your turn. That's the spirit. Every small step matters. If you practice shadowing for even 5 to 10 minutes each day, you will see changes, not just in how you speak, but in how confident you feel. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you liked it, make sure to follow the podcast so you don't miss the next one. And if you have a favorite sentence or topic you want me to cover, feel free to send it in. This is Lily signing off for now. Keep listening, keep repeating, and most of all, keep believing in yourself. See you next time.